things can turn them into
everyday miracles.
Like riding my bike.
Breaking boards. Ha! Hugging my mom.
Every day for over 90 years, Shriners Hospitals for Children has been sending love to the rescue, regardless of a family's ability to pay.
If you know a child we can help, call or go online now.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
What a bunch of nonsense. I love these reports they give us. The consumer has confidence. He's got confidence there's going to be another credit card in the mail. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. It is amazing to me how they can come out and tell us the consumer is confident. Where do these people live? They must live in the ground. I don't understand it. Go to a supermarket, see how confident people are. Go to Costco, see them over there running around trying to save money and buying things in a bundle because they're trying to stretch their dollar that's gone to hell in a basket. I was over there the other night. First time I've ever been to Costco. My wife took me over. It's amazing. It's incredible. In fact, what was interesting, I saw these things, they're like little biscuits, and I took it, and it was just one. Anyways, we get up to the cash register, go through. So you can't have those. I said, what do you mean I can't have these? So you can't have them. You got to buy two of them. I said, that's the first time I've been to Costco. I don't get it. I said, I got to buy two. I only want one. Why do I have to buy two? So we have to buy two at a time because of the pricing. I said, so I can't buy one of these things. No, I can't buy it. So he takes it from me, puts it under the counter. I'll bet it's under the counter for the next 10 days. It probably just rot there. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And you look around, and I finally got it. I'm going, wow. And I understand the savings. And why are people doing this? You think they're doing it because they want to do it? It's out of necessity. I mean, they buy in bulk to save money. So how can they say the consumer has confidence? Their wages haven't gone up. If you figure in inflation, their wages are no higher than in 1972. Yesterday, all the jibber-jabbers were telling us how wonderful the economy is doing, that the yields on the 10-year Treasury, the interest rate on a 10-year Treasury, 2.9%, which is the rate that the government has to pay on its interest that they pay on the national debt, the $20 trillion national debt, about $300 billion a year, is at 2.9%. And they're telling us yesterday, the jibber-jabbers, oh, that's great. Everybody's doing terrific. Boy, the yields at 2.9% is telling us the economy is doing wonderful. And I disagreed. I said, no, the economy's doing terrible. It's the opposite. That yield that's so high is telling us our economy is not growing. It's shrinking because we have too much debt. Between your budget deficits and trade deficits and national debt and what we got to pay in interest, we have too much debt. That's what it's telling us. And it's telling us that the Chinese are grumpy because they get paid back in dollars. And for 10 years, our dollar's been getting killed. We've been making sure the dollar's been weak for the last 10 years. And then yesterday afternoon, I hear, it comes over across the news, that the Atlanta Fed announced that they were lowering the projection for our growth, our economic growth, for the first quarter of 2018. Remember, they said it was going to be 5.6%. Larry Kudlow said it was 5%.
We should grow
grow this economy at 4 or 5%.
Guess what? They moved it down to 2.6%. They can't grow it to 5.6%. We have too much debt. They can't grow it to 2.6%. This is absolutely incredible. And yesterday, while the jibber jabbers are lying to you, telling how wonderful everything is, and oh, here's one. Listen to this. This is Kramer. Leisman, Steve Leisman. He's the one that said, "Boy, the economy's doing good. Consumers, look how strong they are. They're buying, they're spending more than they make. Isn't that good?" Now listen to what he's got to say here.
What's the year going to be? Not 3?
Look, Joe, in the 2.5 camp, and I think that's a huge victory. On an $18 trillion economy, go home and count it as a victory.
2.5 GDP, a wonderful victory. Are you kidding? A victory? We've been at 2.5, 2.8 for for over almost 16 years now. We can't grow to 3%. It's impossible because you can't grow when you got that kind of debt. Now, yesterday, while everybody's lying on why their interest rates are up so high because they're saying the economy's doing so terrific and you're all making good money and good wages, Powell starts lying. Listen to what he says in front of Congress. Now, Powell, remember, has taken Aunt B's position. I'm going to miss Aunt B, but taken Aunt B's position, and boy, can this guy lie.
What we've seen is incoming data that suggests a strengthening in the economy.
Wait. We just we just got the numbers saying the economy is weakening. We also got the numbers from durable goods yesterday. The durable goods is the best indicator of how well our economy is growing looking forward, because that's all big appliances and big items and big screen TVs and automobiles. And that tells you looking forward, if you get a good number saying looking forward, the economy's looking terrific, right? Looking strong, the GDP. No, what did we get yesterday? We got a terrible durable goods number yesterday. Terrible. I mean, it was an awful number. But yet he's saying the economy's looking good. How can it look good when the durable good numbers is lousy? It makes no sense. He's a liar.
What we've seen is incoming data that suggests a strengthening in the economy. We've seen.
All right, and the other thing, the incoming data tells us that the economic GDP is going to go down. It's not going to be at 5%. It's going to go down 2.3%. So you got two areas of information that's telling us the truth. The durable goods telling us the economy's getting worse, looking forward, and we got our growth. The Atlanta Fed is saying it's decelerating it. They're bringing it down, their expectations from 5% to 2.6%. But yet this guy will stand up there and just lie through his teeth. I'll play the whole thing.
What we've seen is incoming data that suggests a strengthening in the economy. We've seen continuing strength in the labor market. We've seen some data that will...
Whoa. Labor market strength, 9 cents. All of last year, 2017, and it's less this year. The run rate this year is less. All of last year, your wages went up 9 cents. 9 cents. That got wiped out so fast with the inflation. Would cost. You go to the supermarket. No wonder they're over Costco buying 15 bags of toothpaste at one time, or 20 bags of bread at one time. Now I got it. You know, and Costco would not be so successful if the economy was doing well. Yeah, so I think is a good indicator is not only durable goods, which is a wonderful indicator. I think Costco is a great indicator. And Costco stock right now, we're going to take a look at it. Costco stock, okay, in over 1 year, it's not that far from an all-time new high. But I would not buy this stock right now until it got about $202. Right now it's around $192. You got to make new highs on it. But my point is, Costco is a great indicator of the economy. It's saying just the exact opposite of Powell, our new, I don't know what you want to call him, but I know it's Fed chair, but I had another name for him. Mr. Genius, we'll call him Mr. Genius. I mean, this is just Mr. Banker. This is just pathetic. Then he says, and then he turns around and he says...
So my question to you is, do you think the Fed's quantitative easing program was effective? And do you believe the Fed should keep this tool in its toolbox for future challenges?
I do think our post-crisis policies were...
Yeah, the policy really worked. I'll tell you how it's going to work when they start raising the rates. We'll talk about that when we get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, my name is Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Most people would love to be in the stock market, but they're scared not being in. They're scared about not getting out in time. Well, that is over, because now you can join Phil's Gang and my stock video program and follow me with specific stock on the video, and you will be out in time.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. No matter if the market is up or the market is down, Phil Grandy and his Phil's Gang members prepared for market volatility and making profits, just as he informed the Phil's Gang members on January 16th of a market pullback coming.
I believe we're going to get at least a 5% pullback between now, and the second week of February.
Be prepared. Be a Phil's Gang member. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. philsgang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. philsgang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. No matter if the market is up or the market is down, Phil Grandy and his Phil's Gang members prepared for market volatility and making profits, just as he informed the Phil's Gang members on January 16th of a market pullback coming.
I believe we're going to get at least a 5% pullback between now, and the second week of February.
Be prepared. Be a Phil's Gang member. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. Phil Grandy is a career businessman who has also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with a prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. You love the Phil's Gang radio show and Phil's commentary? Then you should check out the Phil's Gang website and view our free material. Join Phil's Gang for only $39.95 a month. If you're a seasoned investor or know nothing about investing in the stock market, but are interested in generating extra income or securing your financial future, go to philsgang.com and get daily live investing webinars, up to the minute market data, alerts, investing guidance, and stock recommendations. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com today. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, You have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang Max Vest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang Max Vest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
Hi, this is Paul from Tampa Bay area, and I am extremely pleased being a Phil's Gang member. Literally, I'm up $28,000 since November. I would highly recommend Phil's Gang to the average retail investor.
The Fed should keep this tool in its toolbox for future challenges.
I do think our post-crisis policies were effective.
Wow, is that a lie? Welcome back to Phil's Gang. QE was a disaster for the middle class. QE destroyed the middle class because they were destroyed by a weak dollar. To have QE, you got to destroy the dollar. To have QE, you got to keep printing and printing and printing money. It was a total disaster. He's lying. And wait and see what they got to do next. You talk about a disaster. I predicted on January 16th we would have a correction between January 16th and the second week of February, and it happened. I was right. And I'm going to give you another projection. We are going to have a disaster when they start unwinding their debt. Now, what does that mean? When the market crashed in 2008, they panicked. The banks were busted. The banks, they couldn't sell their mortgages. Usually a bank could sell its mortgage, has a $100,000 mortgage, could sell it to another bank at 100%. That's what banks did. And and that's how they raised cash. Well, when the stock market crashed and the subprime mortgages, nobody would buy them. One bank wouldn't buy it from another bank. So all of a sudden, a stock on Citi would go from $65 down to $6 because they had a $100,000 mortgage they tried to sell, and they couldn't sell it for $5,000. There's no market value. There's none, zero. And that was the whole industry. So the banks all froze. And then the market crashed because once your banks freeze, that's it. It's over. So they immediately had to come in and start a scam. The first thing they did is they changed the accounting rules. This is Bernanke and Paulson. And what they did is said, let's change the value of these stocks, of these mortgages, from market value to model value. What's that mean? Well, your mortgage, remember, they were selling these mortgages, all these terrible subprime mortgages, and they got caught. But on their books, they had so many of these subprime mortgages left, and when the banks crashed, as they say, they couldn't sell them. And how they get the value is when they sold the mortgage to the next bank, and the next bank sold it to another bank. They got 100 cents on the dollar. That was the value. That's called value, like your home. You sell your home, whatever person pays for, you want $1 million, you get 2 offers for $600,000. That's the real value. Well, it's the same thing that happened during this crash. So now what happened was, when it went from $100,000 down to $5,000, they changed the accounting rules. So no longer would you get a value of a mortgage. Only the banks would do this. No longer would you get a value. You determine a value by market value, what one would pay for it, but what the CEO of the company thought it was worth. So the bank stocks all tumbled. They went from like $65 down to $6. They went from $85 down to $15. So all of a sudden, they turned around and they created this scam where the CEOs could determine the value. So now the stock, immediately, the mortgage went from a value of $5,000 back up to $100,000 overnight. All of a sudden, the stock that dropped from $65 down to $6 went right back up. And matter of fact, didn't even stop at 65, went up to 125. Well, that was the biggest bubble creation we had. Now, the next scam they pulled, this is the scam this is the scam that's going to finally blow up this whole stock market in the last 10 years. Then they turn around and they say, okay, we got all the Chinese, got all the Saudis who buy all our debt. When they buy our debt, they buy our 10-year treasuries. They were getting about 3.7% in interest. Now, that was killing our country because 3.7%, that's the rate at which we have to pay our national debt, the interest on our $20 trillion, which is about $300 billion a year. We had to pay about 3.7% interest on it. That's too much. That's a killer. We're not growing that fast. When you're not growing faster than your debt, you're dead. So that's what was going on. So they turned around and they decided, let's do this. Let's take all the Chinese and let's get all the Chinese and Saudis out of the debt, out of the bond market. Let's force them into the stock market. We got the banks rallying up. It's all fake. We put a scam together and changed the accounting, and that's a big fake, and the bank stocks are going up. So here's what we'll do. Let's print $85 billion a month. We'll just print $85 billion a month, destroying the middle class, because when you print $85 billion a month, the purchasing power of your dollar is sinking. So now they go and they buy all these 10-year treasuries, all these to drop the yield from 3.7%, or the interest rate from 3.7%, which the Chinese and the Saudis are receiving, down to 1%. They left the bond market so fast, and they ran into the stock market. Now the stock market went up again. So within 4 weeks, the market's up. Incredible after it hit the bottom. But it was all fake. It was all an illusion. They did it by changing the accounting rules. Then they did it by forcing the Saudis and Chinese out of the bond market to the stock market. So the stock market was starting to go up about 80%. Ran up about 80% in the first few weeks. But it was all fake. Because what they did, they printed $1 trillion. And they bought $1 trillion worth of. They bought $1 trillion worth of Fed 10-year treasuries, and so everybody jumped into the stock market. An 80% increase. 80% increase. So this whole market's been terribly a fraud, but you made a fortune on it. But now it's going to implode. It's going to implode because here. This whole interest rate scam, these low rates, and by the way, remember when that 10-year Treasury yield, that interest rate that you see that's tied to your mortgage. By the way, if everything's doing so fine, everything's so great, then how come the January pending home sales have just collapsed? The lowest since 2010. New homes and pre-owned sales have tumbled. They're collapsing. Durable goods sales have tanked. And we're being told by this guy Powell, everything's just great and dandy. Are you nuts? This is crazy. So when we get back, I'm going to take a look at some stocks, and I'll continue to tell you how we're going to have the biggest crash in history.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, most people have been watching the stock market go up, up, and up. Well, guess what? There's one problem. When you get out, most people don't get out in time, and that's why you lose money. Well, I've solved that. With my video stock program, I pick the stock, put it on the video, tell you when to get in and when to get out. Join my video program.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. No matter if the market is up or the market is down, Phil Grandy and his Phil's Gang members prepared for market volatility and making profits, just as he informed the Phil's Gang members on January 16th of a market pullback coming.
I believe we're going to get at least a 5% pullback between now, and the second week of February.
Be prepared. Be a Phil's Gang member. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Phil Grandy is a career businessman who has also been an entrepreneur all his life. He's used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with the prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
philsgang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. philsgang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. You know what the biggest problem with the stock market and why people stay out of the market? Because they don't know when to get out. Well, those days are over. I have a new system. It's called the MV2 Video Stock System. I choose one stock. You follow that video, do exactly what I tell you. I tell you to buy, you buy. When I tell you add on, you add on. When I tell you to sell, you sell. When I tell you to run like hell, you do.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors. And we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Become a philsgang.com member today and start making profits in the stock market with Phil's investing programs and video stock picks. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And
interest rates. So if you're going to normalize the balance sheet, which I think you need to, now is a good time to do it as we have strong earnings report.
No, see, that's not true. They have to. We don't. What I'm saying is, what they're going to have to do is they to get the Chinese and the Saudis out of the bond market in 2008 when the market crashed, and to get the banks to survive because they had no cash because they couldn't sell their mortgages. They had to print about $4 trillion worth of money, or less than that. But they had to print a whole bunch of money. And then they bought all the 10-year treasuries they could, so they forced the Chinese and the Saudis to the stock market. The market went up. Then they went and they got the banks were all frozen up, and they said, let's go buy all your treasuries. And they took their treasuries. They bought about $4.5 trillion in treasuries from the banks so they could give them cash because they didn't have any cash. That's all been sitting on their balance sheet. Normally what they do when they do stuff like that, they will start selling as the stock market goes up. From 2008 to 2018, over a 10-year period, you start selling off those treasuries because, remember, when you sell a treasury, the yields keep increasing. Well, they got greedy. They don't want interest rates going up because, remember, on the Fed term, the short rate, remember, when you have yields go up on a 10-year treasury, that's the long term. Automatically what happens is your short-term Fed rates, which you have to pay on your automobile and your credit card and your snowmobile and all that stuff, that goes up too. So they have not wanted to raise rates for 10 years. They've been doing it too slow. And by keeping that on the balance sheet, they put this economy in such a massive bubble by keeping the $4.5 trillion on their balance sheet by not selling any of it. Here's the problem. Yes, the CEOs were getting rich. The 1 percentile are getting rich, keeping these rates low so they could do stock buybacks. They did tremendous amount of stock buybacks. Corporations have $8.1 trillion in debt. Most of that debt is buying these for stock buybacks. They're going to get screwed now because now they got to start unloading. See, they got to start unloading that $4.5 trillion. And interest rates are going up at the worst possible time because all of a sudden now rates have to start going up because we've accumulated so much debt over 10 years. China's saying we're not going to loan to you unless you give us higher rates because you're paying us back with terrible weak dollars because you kept printing dollars for 10 years. You kept printing money for 10 years to feed your stock market. To put in $1 trillion on November 2008, to put in another $650 billion on November 2010. The first $1 trillion pushed up the market 80%. The next $650 billion pushed up the market 33%. Then they printed another $400 billion September 2011, pushed up the market 28%. Then they printed another $1 trillion to push the stock market up 25% on October 2012. So the market went up 80% with an injection of $1 trillion. The stock market went up 33% with another injection of $650 billion. The market went up another 28% with another injection of $400 billion. And the market went up 25% with another injection of $1 trillion. Then they started a switch in October 2014 to stock buybacks to keep pushing the market up. This is one big fake illusion. Now that we have so much debt, we have our budget deficits going through the roof because now what we're doing is we just keep on increasing our debt so much, and we have the trade deficit that's killing us. So our budget deficit, we are spending $1 trillion more than we're taking in a year. Our budget deficit's going from our trade deficit's going from $600 billion to $800 billion. This could be the worst time that they're going to start selling these treasuries, the $4.5 trillion, to get off the balance sheet. And you know why they're doing it? They have to. Because if this stock market crashes, or not if, when it crashes again and these banks are frozen again, they can't bail them out. There's no room on their balance sheet to go to them and say, let me buy your 10-year treasury yields. And there's your cash. See, these banks, if this market crashes again, the banks are broke. Because remember, this whole 10-year rally, it's all been fake. The banks, we never had a recovery, number one. Do you call this a recovery when you got to put in $1 trillion to move up the stock market 80%? You got to put in $650 billion to move it up 33%? Every time you wanted to move the stock market up, tell me if that's a recovery. You got to print another $400 billion to push it up 28%. Then another $1 trillion to push it up 25%. That sound like a recovery? No, to me that sounds like a propping up. To me that sounds fake. Yeah, we made a lot of money following it, But now they started with all this in October 2014 with all stock buybacks. On top of all that. So now when they start selling these bonds, the $4.5 trillion on the balance sheet, the rates are going to go up more. But the danger is this. Now when the market collapsed because they didn't start selling these bonds to clean up their balance sheet, so if the market crashes and the banks are in trouble, they can just step in again and again, bail them out by buying their treasuries. Say, I'll buy your treasuries, here's your cash. This is the danger. If the market started to crash today and the banks will freeze up, the Federal Reserve can't bail them out like they did the last time because they got greedy, because the 1 percentile got greedy. They said over the last 10 years, now just keep that on the balance sheet. Don't worry, the market's not going to crash. And so they've been gambling for 10 years now that the market's not going to crash and the banks are not going to need a bailout. Well, guess what? When the market crashes, the banks always need a bailout, and there's no place to go because the balance sheet is tapped. There's the danger. Nobody's talking about it. Everybody's hiding it. Everybody's hiding it. So what do you do? When's this going to happen? Well, they're saying they're going to start unloading these of the $4.5 trillion. They're going to start unloading starting in July. They're going to start unloading like 20 to 30 billion a month. It's going to be 650 billion they're going to sell between July and the end of December of 2018. When they start doing that, that's going to be the crack under the foundation. That's what will take this whole market down. That's what will take the whole market down. So why don't you join my gang, and I always will get you out before anything happens. I got you out on January 16th when I told you we're going to have a correction. We had a 10% correction. My gang was out. But in the meantime, let's find some good stocks until that happens, and then I'll have you, the same thing I did with my gang. I had everybody short. So when the market did go down this last 10% correction, we were short, making money as it was going down. So join my gang, and I know a lot of you are very, very busy. You don't have time to learn. So I have that beautiful program called the Video Stock Program, where I pick out individual stocks. The last stock I picked out right now is up almost up 13%, Micron Technology. And during the day, what I do, what's beautiful about the videos, it's like any instruction video. You go to my site, and 3 times during the day, I change the video, tell you what to do. And then if there's some alert I want to give you, I also do that. But I had people adding to Micron Technology since we started to buy this thing around the beginning of February. And now it's up 13%. And I gave everybody a message today to take most of all their profits and just leave a scout on. Now that we're up over 13% return. I'm going to make sure they're going to keep that money. They're not going to lose that money. So why don't you join my gang tonight? Okay, the number is 877-600-GANG. Join it tonight, and this way, not only will you do well, you'll sleep at night, and as you're making money, you don't have to worry that you're going to wake up and the market's crashing and you're right in the middle of it. That's not going to happen. And happy birthday to my wife, Marta.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, my name is Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Most people would love to be in the stock market, but they're scared not being in. They're scared about not getting out in time. Well, that is over, because now you can join Phil's Gang and my stock video program and follow me with a specific stock on the video, and you will be out in time.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. You love the Phil's Gang radio show and Phil's commentary? Then you should check out the Phil's Gang website and view our free material. Join Phil's Gang for only $39.95 a month. If you're a seasoned investor or know nothing about investing in the stock market, but are interested in generating extra income or securing your financial future, go to philsgang.com and get daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market data, alerts, investing guidance, and stock recommendations. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to Phil's Gang. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Phil's Gang and Choice Trade are separate and unrelated companies. Choice Trade does not provide any investment advice or recommend or endorse any particular security or investment strategy. At philsgang.com, we're always striving to understand our members' needs. And for over 18 years, philsgang.com has met the goals to educate and inform investors how to make the most of your money and your choices. That's why Phil Grandy and philsgang.com has teamed up with Choice Trade, a leading online broker for stocks and options. Choice Trade has received 4 stars 6 times from Barron's in their annual survey of online brokers. Bill Grandy at philsgang.com recommends Choice Trade as your online broker. For more information on Phil's Gang and opening an account with Choice Trade, go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
Hi, my name is Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Most people would love to be in the stock market, but they're scared not being in. They're scared about not getting out in time. Well, that is over, because now you can join Phil's Gang and my stock video program and follow me with a specific stock on the video, and you will be out in time.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back. This segment is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 stock charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com.
And welcome back. The gang, and you're very busy, and you just say, I want to make money. I don't want to learn anything. I don't have time. The Video Stock Group is an excellent place to be. I did Micron Technology. We're up 13%. We got in early in February, and I guided my people all the way through it. I do 3 alerts during the day. So you're busy, you just go to your computer or your mobile device. Thank you, your mobile device. And then I instruct you what to do. Now, like today, again, this, in the last few weeks, I had them add to their position, I think it's 3 times. And then today, I told them to take their position off, even though we're up 13%, and just keep what we call a scout on a couple of shares. So now these people got that locked in. Now, I'll give you another example. One of our better stocks, we got a 16% gain. And then using my chart that gives me my buy and sell signals, it said to get out because it follows the institutional money. We got out, 16% return. I'm not saying every gang member made 16%, some get in later. And it dropped. If I didn't get them out, it dropped down over 9%. They would have lost 9 of that 16%. But I got them out in time. Then we got back in, And it went up 22% because after it dropped, I got a buy signal. This is the chart I designed for myself. And I saw the institutions come in. I said, okay, I did on my video. And I said, okay, I want everybody in. Then same thing, I told them what to add to their positions. And then we got a 22% return. And I said, okay, we got some sell signals. Let's take our money off. I see the institutions are leaving. And it dropped 22%. So if you didn't get out, you lost 22% on that one side. You'd have lost 9% of your 16% on the other side. And so the whole key is to keep that money. Now, I know within 30 days, okay, you join the gang, you're going to love it, especially if you're a busy, busy person and you don't have time to learn a thing. This is for you. And by the way, all the gains that we have are all posted. You can go see them on my site. Just go to Phil's Toolbox free. You can see all the gains. But here's the important thing. The important thing is you got somebody that's coaching you every day. Now, I don't take your money. I don't invest your money for you. Okay? When I say to buy Micron Technology, you go online to select whatever online broker you want. It's my video that's an instructional video that 3 times during the day I change it. And then I change it when I have alerts. There's nothing better than this. Just try it. Now, as far as, let's go back. Let me give you the number, 877-600-GANG. And again, let's talk about what's going on with this QE. This entire rally, 270% rally, started in 2008. The only reason the market went up, for 2 reasons. It was all fake. One is they changed the accounting rules from mark-to-market to mark-to-model, saved the banks. That pushed their stocks up. They got the Chinese and the Saudis out of the bond market into the stock market. And then they printed money. They did that by printing money and buying all the 10-year treasuries so the yields would go down to push out the Chinese and the Saudis out of the bond market. Then they started to print more money every time they needed the market to go up. $1 trillion for an 80% bump, $650 billion for a 33% bump, $400 billion for a 28% bump, $1 trillion for a 25% bump, and the rest of it was $6 trillion in stock buybacks for these companies. Now, what's that done to the 1 percentile? Did wonderful. What happened to the hard-working middle-class guy? What happened to the guy that's making $70,000, him and his wife together with 4 kids, who at the end of the month they don't have any money left? Let me tell you what happened to them. Let me tell you what happened to them. QE was disastrous on them and the economy. It wiped out the middle class because the value of the dollar got crushed. And it was responsible for the largest 10-year trade deficit. We haven't had a trade deficit over the last 10 years. We've never had a trade deficit this big, which means that you had to go, and every time you buy something, it was more expensive. Your wages didn't go up, but it was more expensive because we were importing more than we were exporting. But the value of the dollar kept getting crushed because the more printing they do so that the CEOs can borrow money near 0% to go buy the stocks to push the market up, to push their stocks up. And here's the funny thing about that. When Bill Clinton came into office, Hillary Clinton got mad and said, these CEOs are all making too much money. They're all making $1 million salaries. That's ridiculous. We're going to put them on performance. They're going to have a base pay, and then they're going to have to be tied to stock. You talk about you'd rather be lucky than smart. And when they passed that law, the CEOs are all grumpy because they had to perform, right? And they had to get their pay really by the stock going up. But when the 2008 crash and they started the QE, they didn't have to perform. They just printed $1 trillion and they took it that liquidity and shoved it in the market, and the stock market went up 80%, and they're getting rich. So she was complaining the CEOs were making 30 times what the worker was making on the floor. Now they're making 333 times because when she set it up, she never dreamed of QE. QE is a disaster. It's a disaster. It's responsible for the biggest trade deficit ever. It's a terrible thing. It destroyed our economy from within. Anytime for 10 years, that you're printing money and you're suppressing rates. You're keeping rates too low for too long so the CEOs can borrow cheap money so they can buy stocks, do stock buybacks to push them to stocks up so they can get very, very wealthy. And it's a massive scam. It's just a massive printing scam. That's all it is. It's a joke. And as I said, the only one that benefited was the wealthy, the top 1%, who 83% of their income comes from the stock market. Even the guys with 401k weren't making money. Why? Because most of them were taking money out to survive because costs were so high. So and the inflation is running rapid because of what they've been doing. Now, all of a sudden, now all this money, when they bought all these treasuries from the banks so they could give them cash, so you thought there was a bank bailout, it's been all fake. It's been all temporary. Now the interest rates are going up because the Chinese want more interest. Guess what? Now they got to unload that 4.5 trillion that they printed and they bought all those 10-year treasuries with. They got to start selling them. And when they're selling them, the yields on the 10-year treasury is going to run wild. The interest rates are going to go up. And that means the corporations who are borrowing all this money near 0% to buy their own stock back so they can make 333% more than the guy on the floor, their earnings are going to collapse because interest rates are going to skyrocket. But nobody wants to talk about this. Instead, they tell you everything's wonderful. So join my gang tonight. Join my gang tonight. And again, just follow my instruction video on the individual stock that I pick. Just do exactly what I tell you, and all I ask when you make some money, please remember St. Jude. That's all I ask. And people love this program. Here's the number, 877-600-GANG, and start tonight. And we got a couple more new stocks I'm getting ready to put in and start following. That's the only way to do it. Now, a lot of you are also getting, you're going to get hurt because you keep jumping into these FANG stocks. And these FANG stocks are not performing. Remember, when we made in 2017, the corporations, the S&P 500 made $6 trillion. That was because half of that was due to the FANG stocks. And put in Apple and Microsoft. So say the FANG stocks and two more stocks. So let's say 6 stocks. 6 stocks is what contributed half of the $6 trillion. That is so bad, so dangerous. So I don't know. They're going to start selling. They're going to start selling these treasuries, the 4.5 trillion, 650 billion of them between July and December. You should be prepared. And meaning, why don't you join my gang? And happy birthday to my wife, Marta. We'll see everybody on the charts. Join my gang.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to make my dreams.
Listen to what people are saying about philsgang.com.
I am up 5% right now, closer to 6.
I've been with you for about a month.